Hi y'all, I'm Allison. We can't let the fact that June's almost over get in the way of our fun because I am going to play my Sims TBR game. There may only be 9 days left in the month, but it's plenty of time, right? Besides, I'm still hoping to get another round of bingo maze in before the month is out, and that means I need a stack of books to pull from because otherwise I get overwhelmed by choice. So we're going to go right back into Willow Creek. In fact, we're going to do something a little different. In May, Roxanne Rambler, we went to her to get our guidance for the books that I needed. And we are actually going to be returning to her and her family, which I think this is the first time I've ever done this. So all of my Sims, they have been playing the Drifter Challenge, and they start with nothing. And by the time I'm done, they have to reach different goals each time. So this time you're actually going to see the progression of the house as I played the challenge for Roxanne. So we are going to be at her midpoint. Her little family has expanded and gotten a little older, and her house has improved dramatically. So let's go right back into Willow Creek, find Goldie, and get to making my new list of books because I love The Sims and TBR games, and I need books. I need to read. It's been a while. All right, I'm going to stop talking. Let's go find Roxanne, and I'll show you what she's been up to. Oh, and I guess it would help to know, let's go ahead and we've got 9 days left in the month, so I think adding 6 more books to the 7 that Just Bennett already chose for us, I think that's reasonable. That sounds very logical to me because I am only making a pile of possibilities. So we can just have some fun and not really worry about whether I'm going to be able to read them all or not. All right, into the game we go and find out what my first prompt is going to be. All right, before we actually get to her house, here is Roxanne and her family, in case you don't remember or you missed May's TBR game. And here is what her house used to look like. We do have to get this up to a value of $200,000. I don't remember what the rest of the goals were, though. Let's go ahead and go into game. You can see how much progress she's made on the house and the changes to her family. So Roxanne herself is out here to greet us this time. I think Goldie might be taking a nap. So let's go ahead and follow her inside and start picking my books for June. You'll notice the house has changed dramatically and the family has really grown. There's Sage. He's grown up from a baby to a child, and he has 3 new siblings. But we'll get to them in a second. First, let's follow Roxanne over here into what used to be the bedroom and see what our first book is going to be. So mysterious. A mystery. Awesome. It's my favorite genre, and I can never have enough of them on my list. Roxanne is starting me out perfectly with a mystery because I haven't read my Rec Wheel book for March yet. I am so behind on that, and it's going to happen. Priority book. I've got 2 of them. Those are my top priority, and now it is officially on the TBR for June. So we've got Gabellino London and A Pleasant Scourge. The cat is the main character, and they're going to be solving a mystery. I know there's a dentist with bad hygiene. There's a power-hungry book that doesn't want to be found, and that's what they're going to be searching for. There's a sorceress in there, and I'm excited to read this one. So perfect way to start out this list. And I love this Sims house. I can't wait to see what y'all think of seeing the stages of it being built, because this house has to have a value of $200,000 before Roxanne meets her goals, and they are nowhere near it. All right, let's go back into game and see what her husband is doing. I think his name was Vivaane. I never figured out how to pronounce that one. Gotta keep the walls down because otherwise it's just too much of a mess. We've got Vivaane, I think is how you pronounce it. He's over here jamming out in the kitchen. The kitchen has not changed. I loved it too much to alter anything to it. Anyway, let's have him stop dancing and get over here and pick us a book. For anybody who is new, the way this worked is my Sims that were authors over the years have titled their books as reading prompts. Just gonna doing something with Stu. Leave the kids alone, get a book. So you will notice that all the kids were named according to Roxanne's passion, which is cooking. So everything's food related. Okay, let's see what we get from Vivaane. Verb and title. Haven't gotten this one, I don't think. Or if I have, it's been a very long time. So that'll work. That should be a fun one to find. I love this prompt because I've noticed I have a lot of books with the verb and title, and I don't seem to grab them that often. For some reason, they never come up. And just like Roxanne, her husband did me a solid because I haven't read May's buzzword book yet. Everyone in my family has killed someone, and the May buzzword was every. So, another mystery. I get to put this back on my list. I was so positive I would get to it back in May that every opportunity I had during the first round of Bingo Maze to read it, I was like, no, I'm not picking this one. And I picked everything but this. And I was like, I know I'll read it. It was my most anticipated for the whole list. And here it is, unread. So, it's going on the list for the possibilities for June's round of Bingo Maze. Cannot wait to get into this one. I don't even have to know what it's about. Yeah, it just looks like a good time. By the way, Gabolino, that is on my Nook. All right, let's go back into game, and I think we can either see what Eva, who is Vivian's daughter, or Goldie are doing. I don't know who's available. Let's go find out. All right, here is Ava. She is Vivian's daughter from a previous marriage, and she just finished eating. Perfect time to ask her to pick a book for us. So let's see what she's gonna find. Yeah, but anyway, with the books being retitled as prompts, whenever you read something on the bookcase, they randomly pick something. Let's see. Retelling of a children's fairy tale. I'm sure I have plenty of those that haven't been read lately. Eva, she has been a great help in this household, which, as you can tell, Roxanne and her husband definitely have their hands full with 4 kids. The last 2 were twins and quite unexpected. So, thankfully, unlike most rounds of the Drifter Challenge, which is what I've been playing, I'm able to control everybody in this household, because normally you can only control your main sim, and if you're lucky, they're one other, which is typically the spouse. This time I have access to everybody, which was a game changer. Okay, but that's not important. We need to find out about the book. And this was a retelling that was very specific. It has to be a children's fairy tale retelling. I do have a couple left, and I'm going to go with Beastly by Alex Flynn. This is a retelling of Beauty and the Beast, but it is from the Beast's perspective. His name is Kyle. They're high school students, and you probably remember this was turned into a movie back in the day. I believe one of the Olsen twins played the witch in this one, and Vanessa Hudgens, I think, plays Belle. I'll put a picture of the movie poster here for you, but I read it back in the day, loved it. I've read the whole series, but it has been a very long time, so I'm going to give this one a reread, and it should be a nice, fun, entertaining, easy read. And of course, Beauty and the Beast books, one of my favorite Disney fairy tales. Okay, let's go see what Goldie is doing and get our next prompt. All right, I don't know how Goldie can sleep with so much commotion in the house, but we're going to wake her up, because that's what we do, and ask her to read something. And while she's picking out a book, I think Dad needs to go over here and take care of his son. I don't know what he needs. They have gotten pretty good at taking care of him. Okay, what is Goldie gonna give us? The pumpkin TBR jar. That's my favorite.
Dibsy. Caney.
Apparently, Goldie does not agree, though. I just love Goldie. She gave me my favorite TBR jar. And, at a bonus, I don't have to think. I don't have to pick anything. No decision required. So let me get that pumpkin, which is right here, and see what we're going to get. It was almost just out of reach. Now, this is full of everything that would be appropriate for spooky season. So, mysteries, horror, and thrillers, I believe. Could be any age range, though. And let's go kind of towards the bottom. Take this orange one. I think it was cleaned out relatively recently. Hopefully we won't have to draw 50 million. Interred with their bones. I have really been eyeing these lately. Just a second. I hope this is part 1. It is a duo. Here's the book by Jennifer Lee Carroll. And yes, because this says author of Interred with Their Bones. Hunt Me Still is the other one. Okay, I have read this before, and it's been quite a long time. I love this and the other book. We have Kate. She's a Shakespearean scholar, and her mentor, they are out in England. The Globe is about to put on a production of Hamlet. Her mentor, who's quite eccentric, gives her the mysterious box and says that it has that she found some groundbreaking discovery. But before she can reveal it to Kate, this discovery, terrifying echoes of the past break through to the present. The globe burns, and a body is found inside, murdered in the strange manner of Hamlet's father. Opening the box, Kate finds the first piece in a Shakespearean puzzle that sets her off on a deadly high-stakes treasure hunt, racing from England to Spain to America. So I think kind of like the Da Vinci Code, but with Shakespearean, with Shakespeare. So good. I really enjoyed it. So fun. As far as like a thriller, mystery. Anyway, I'm butchering, but I have been really wanting to reread this probably for the past 6 months. I keep eyeing it and thinking I'll save it for a month when it's not quite so busy, but maybe I'll get to it before the end of June. All right. And I may have described this one badly, but if you like retellings and thrillers, Shakespeare, the Globe burning down, puzzles, in there, like a treasure hunt type of book, I bet you would love it. I've had a lot of caffeine and Diet Coke today, which, is kind of comes together because my caffeine came in my Diet Coke. Anyway, I'm a little amped up and I'm hungry, and I have a feeling my family's all about to surface again. I've been trying to wait to film until I have a moment where the house is settled, and so, yeah, if I'm a little rapidly speaking today, that would be why, and doesn't matter. So let's go back into game and find out what my next book is going to be, because I need some food. See, this is little Stu over here. Isn't he cute? I think they're about to age up, and apparently he went and got some pizza from the kitchen. Who haven't we gone to? Sage. He's our heir. He's upstairs. We finally have a room upstairs, by the way. There's only one room, and he is sharing it with his big sister. So let's have him come down, and actually got another bookcase I forgot all about. So we can follow him through, get a look at the rest of the house as he makes his way back downstairs. So I love this house. You'll notice a lot of it is still the same. This was the bedroom before, which is now back here. And we added areas for the kids. This is the playroom. And Stu sleeps in here. And the two youngest are actually twins. They have that other room. So let's see what book we're going to get. Okay, we got middle grade. I love that our child Picked a middle grade. Very age appropriate. Isn't little Sage adorable? He's going to be my next heir when I finally move past this house. I started this house 2 years ago. Part 18 on this challenge. I didn't even know that they added a new life stage. I was so surprised when Sage was born and he turned into an infant and had new actions. I was like, what in the world happened? That's what happens when you don't play for over a year. Anyway, Sage did me a solid because I get to continue 39 clues. I bet y'all knew it was coming. It was middle grade. So I will be on book 7, The Viper's Nest, and I think Amy and Dan Kales are finally going to find out which branch of the family that they belong to, because the family's been broken up into 4 different branches, different houses, and they don't know which one they're a part of. So I love 39 clues, and this one's going on my list. I need to go save my pen from Finley. He just knocked off the desk and he's about to run off with it. And then we'll get back into game and see what my last book is going to be. No, Jack. Finley passed it off to Jack. Isn't that cute? Back in the game. Okay, we still need one more. Our little toddlers over here, they obviously cannot pick a book for us. By the way, they are a Sugar and Sorrel. So that's the last of the 4. I was surprised and a little dismayed when they had twins. But let's go ahead and, you know, a mom's work is never done. So we're going to wake her back up because I'm mean like that. Their bedroom hasn't really changed much. It just got a little bit of a dresser in there now. But we're going to go ahead and pick our last book. I love this bathroom. Let's put up the walls this time. I was hoping she would go somewhere else. I just really like this room.
Ooh, oh, bored.
Apparently it sinks though. Oh, where'd the book go? Come on, open your book. Being all dramatic. And we get a buzzword. That is awesome. Okay, I about panicked. I couldn't find my reading journal. Just like, oh no, I didn't leave it somewhere, did I? Not that I've been updating it, but yeah, let me see. Because we need to find a buzzword, and I know I'm behind. I still haven't put up the video for this. Actually, I did film it, but the lighting was terrible, and I mean to. I'm going to redo that video. Hopefully before the year's over. Okay, what am I don't know what I'm doing. Story of my life. Buzzword, where are you? I haven't updated it. Look. Okay, let me try Storygraph. Okay, so provided that I read everyone in my family has killed someone, I will be caught up to June. So I actually can do June's buzzword, which is a word that repeats in the title, appears twice. I have one book that would fit. And this actually works out pretty good because I've been eyeing this trilogy. Yes, it is a trilogy. Trying to decide if it should stay on my shelves or not. So I am going to reread Hush Hush by Becca Fitzpatrick. This came out back in the Twilight Hunger Games era. It has been a very long time. I have read it, but I have no idea if it's worth holding on to. So this is going to be like a fantasy romance. But we've got angels. Sacred Oath, a Fallen Angel, a Forbidden Love. And they're high school students. So you'll know how these go. I can't remember. I must have liked it because I held on to it, but I really don't remember anything about this one. So this is my June buzzword. Now that it's June 21st, you know, finally picking one. And the last book for my Sims TBR. So here's an aerial shot of the layout. All of this is the same. The house used to end right here, I believe it was, or right here, and the bathroom come out. So I just extended this hallway, moved the bathroom down there, changed the bedroom into a living room, sitting room kind of thing, and gave them a longer bedroom back here. And then added the playroom, and once the twins were born, I had to accommodate the cribs. Upstairs, we added a bedroom finally. It used to be just the stairs went to nowhere. And out back, we have a greenhouse, which I will show you as soon as the sun comes up. So let's see, this house is currently at 65,000 simoleons, and I have to get it up to 200K. So a lot of changes will happen, and we will see those next time. I think this is as bright as it's going to get. They've got a lot of rain today, but here is their greenhouse out back and the back side of the house. It's coming along quite nicely. A nice little sack. I think everything's pretty much a reread other than everyone in my family has killed someone. Oh, and the Gobelino London. So I got 2 ebooks and these 4. And they will join my books from Just Spin It and become my pile of possibilities for Bingo Maze, which hopefully I will be playing before the end of the month. And that video will come out during July. So we'll see if I can actually manage to pull this off. I'm still scrambling from all of the chaos that my life has been lately, which it doesn't seem to stop. All right, next month in July, which is going to come up really quick. I'm hoping y'all won't get tired of my TBR videos because we're probably only going to have like a week in between, and then I'm going to be doing them all again. So when we come back, you will see the final version of Roxanne's house and her children grown up to teenage stage and children or childhood stage, middle grade. You know how it is. Okay. I need food to combat all this caffeine. Y'all have a great day, and I hope to see you in the next one, which will be my extras for the month. That'll round out my June TBR. And I'm currently kind of aiming for every 3rd day. I am slowing down with putting up videos and just going to kind of follow a loose schedule until life settles down. So you might want to turn on that notification bell if you are curious to see what other trouble I get myself into. All right, I will see you next time. Bye.